Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel for 6 things we learned from Chelsea 6, Middlesbrough 1. Can you guys believe that Chelsea have scored 6 goals in one football match? Can you believe the finishing on show today, the energy, the effort? I posted videos before this game saying this needs to mean absolutely everything for these Chelsea players to be able to get the fans to another Wembley final, to get Chelsea Football Club to another Wembley final. And boy, did these players show up tonight. We were absolutely brilliant. We were scintillating, electric, and we scored 6 goals. And I feel as though this is probably the most fitting way to have a match review series, 6 things we learned in a semi-final to go to Wembley for a chance to lift another trophy. If that isn't a good enough reason to smash the like button on this video more than any other video this season, and also subscribe to the George Benson football channel. I also want to give an announcement here because I know I've been saying that the travel vlogs are back on the vlog channel. I've had to make a brand new channel for it and there's no videos on there yet, but I'd love to see. If you're interested in my travel vlogs, the link to the brand new channel is in the top of the description. Please go and subscribe. But first of all, let's talk about the start of this game. I was watching the first 10 minutes and I'm thinking, this is a bit nervy. I'm not entirely sure if we're up for it. Middlesbrough came out the blocks. We're all kind of just looking as though we were rushing things, where when you're in control of a match, what you can then do is go and assert the authority that Chelsea needed to do. For the first 10 minutes, we were kind of rushing around, and I feel as though there are a lot of players out there that were kind of nervous at the fact that we were 1-0 down, but the fact that we scored that goal inside the opening 15 minutes solved everything. All of a sudden, from the moment that first goal goes in, Chelsea take full control of the reins of this game, and we absolutely dominated from the minute we scored all the way until the very end. I think, it's kind of, as much as I don't like seeing Chelsea concede a goal, we're going to go through all the goals, of course, but the fact those Middlesbrough fans have travelled all the way, remember how we felt when Chelsea fans went all the way to Middlesbrough to see us put in such a shoddy display in that first leg? I kind of feel as though Rodgers' goal for Middlesbrough to make it 6-1, I kind of feel like they deserve that. Just simply because, otherwise there was 2 sets of travelling away fans who were just like, what the bloody hell have we done this for? Saw a tweet from Mark Goldbridge during the game as well, saying how the gap between the Premier League, the Championship, as a result of watching Chelsea's dominance, is so evident. Cannot agree anymore. I think Middlesbrough have not been the best team in the Championship this season, but to come to Stamford Bridge, a team that struggled to score goals and concede 6, blimey, it's not a good day for Michael Carrick. But the way that the goals start going in, the first one goes down as an own goal. I was hoping I could give it to Armando Broja because other than that, it was a pretty woeful night for him as a striker as well. The second one goes in from Enzo Fernandez. Big goal for him as well. I was thinking, before that goal, there seemed to be a massive hole in the middle for Chelsea. When you looked at the positioning of Caicedo, he was basically inside the pocket of Thiago Silva and Levi Colwill. Played really well, Moises Caicedo, by the way. But then when you look forward, you've got Cole Palmer, who's obviously out on that right side, a bit more advanced, and you've got Enzo trying to kind of play like a false 9, with Armando Broja running about, trying to get involved, and then Mudryk just passively passengering himself into another cap for Chelsea. I don't really know what that performance was from him. Pointless yellow card as well. Goal number 3 is the goal of the night, in my opinion. Axel Disasi. Bloody hell, if Chelsea need to put a striker up front, stick this bloke in there. What a deft finish that is. But it was all about Disasi, this goal. Sterling does brilliantly as well, I must say. But Disasi, that confidence to win that ball back, bang in the middle of the park, and then drive, looking at the gaps that were left for him. It's a magnificent goal, this one. I absolutely loved it. 3-0 to Chelsea. Bring into the action Cole Palmer. This guy, he really is the real deal, isn't he? He capitalises on yet another mistake from Middlesbrough. I can't believe Middlesbrough gifted us so many tonight, but Chelsea finished the way that we put the ball in the net. How long have we been asking for this to happen? The ball goes in the back of the net. And then the 5th goal, Noni Madueke comes on. Looked as though at one point he did his shoulder when he first came on. He didn't. He scored a goal, makes it 5, and then Cole Palmer scores the 6th. And that one, sorry, no, it was 5-0 from Palmer, 6-0 from Noni Madueke. When Chelsea scores 6 goals, don't mind me when I forget the order in which some of them go in sometimes. But we begin. Box number 1, I've given a blue to Cole Palmer because I think as much as there's a lot of performances today where we've given Palmer a lot of praise this season, definitely the best I've ever seen Axel Disasi play. I think Ben Chilwell being back in the team is massive. Enzo was brilliant, Caicedo brilliant. So many great performances. But the thing about Cole Palmer, the finishing tonight, after we questioned the finishing so heavily in that away leg at the Riverside Stadium, the finishing was absolutely sublime. But it's not just that. Cole Palmer leads that Chelsea press so well. He's so silky on the ball. There were times where he was running rings around the Middlesbrough defenders, putting it through their legs with the nutmeg. I thought he had an absolutely brilliant game. I think Cole Palmer, as much as we can absolutely criticise him for what he did at the Riverside, going down the tunnel early, missing all of those big chances, what an incredible debut season this is for Chelsea, into double figures, and he's got more goals now than any other player did all of last season for Chelsea, and we are still only in the month of January. Absolutely magnificent. Box number 2 is a green for Axel Disasi. I said it in my match preview, I wanted to see Alfie Gilchrist playing at right back. Didn't think Disasi was going to be able to do it at right back, but bloody hell was I wrong. And as I always say, I want to be wrong. I want to get calls wrong for Chelsea when it is in favour of Chelsea doing well. And Axel Disasi, he could have had more, you know. There's a chance towards the end of the second half where he's kind of trying to clip it and then he just like hits the air. And that's when I was like, maybe you can't be the striker, mate. But as a right back today, he was brilliant. He was on the front foot. And I think Pochettino, overall today, the way that he lined all of these players up was fantastic. Seeing Levi Colwill play as a centre-back and just put in a top performance. It's funny what happens when the manager plays footballers in their actual positions. But with Disasi, we don't really have right-backs available right now. Gusto injured, Reece James injured. And boy, oh boy, did Axel Disasi show up. It's a brilliant goal. That goal is my favourite goal of, maybe one of my favourite goals of the season so far, because of just the actual directness, the intensity, and the fact that it is from a player who's still trying to find his feet at the club. It was brilliant today from Axel Disasi. Box number 3 is a green box for Enzo Fernandez, who at times in the early phases of the game I was like, what is Enzo doing here? He needs to be deeper to get himself on the ball a lot more. He wasn't, but the goal, once more, when we're seeing him more advanced, that is what we need him to do. If he's going to be missing the shots that he takes from outside the box, which of course again today he did miss the target, often from outside the box, but arriving into the box is what we saw from Frank Lampard, and it was a goal that kind of reminded me of a number 8 performance from Frank Lampard today. Towards the end of the game as well, Enzo was putting in a shift tonight. He ends up playing kind of as like a number 6, but I thought he put in a really good performance. Got himself a goal as well. Big for the confidence. Box number 4, Benjamin Bloody Chilwell. I'm delighted to be able to give a green box today to Benjamin Bloody Chilwell. This guy, we've missed him. When it comes to, it's not just like the way that he attacks, it's the shape of the team. When Levi was there in left centre-back, Chilwell was there in left-back, Chelsea is starting attacks quicker because Chilwell is naturally on the front foot. And this is the key bit. Thiago Silva knows how to play a pass. So does Levi Colwill from that centre-back position. So when you've got 2 ball-playing centre-backs with a left-back who's willing to make those runs early, Chelsea's attacks begin sooner. It is incredible what happens when you play players in their correct positions. Chile almost gets himself a goal to open the scoring as well. Not entirely sure how this has not been given as a penalty, by the way. The referee, I didn't think, had an awful game, but I think there was a couple of times where Sterling was fouled, where he didn't give anything, and the goalkeeper comes out, and it's as if he's thought the ball was Chilwell's head. He's basically gone to catch Chilwell's skull, and it's not been given as a pen. Not entirely sure how. Doesn't matter, because we scored 6 bloody goals. And if you haven't hit the like button yet, and we don't have 6,000 likes by the point of this video, I don't know what you guys are wasting time on. Box number 5 is a green for Raheem Sterling. I always critique Sterling because I think when Chelsea don't play well, it's alarming how Sterling seems to be at the forefront of that. But today, especially in the first half, he's pretty much involved in all of the goals. And even towards the end, when Chelsea had already scored, I think 4 or 5, he's bursted into the box, trying to put pressure on those Middlesbrough defenders who had already made a ton of errors in this game. Sterling is there, digging in, putting the pressure on, getting into good positions. And I thought today he worked super hard. And I think overall, we've got to give credit as well, in box number 6 here, to Mauricio Pochettino. Loves to see Leo Castledon come on at the end of this game. Castledon, it's still bloody early in the morning here. Brilliant to give him a debut. I do think there could have been some more minutes here for David Washington. You know, the game was done at half-time, basically. The 5th goal goes in. You've got to bring on Washington, but I think it was because Caicedo went over to him, and I'm a bit worried about this, by the way. Moises Caicedo goes over. He doesn't usually come off in games like this. Maybe there's a little injury there. We'll hear about this after the match. But the Pochettino subs, the way that we played today was brilliant. And please, Mauricio, whatever happens in the right-back position, 3 of the 4 defenders now is Chilwell left-back, Levi left centre-back, and Silva right centre-back. Please do not tinker with this. There's no need. This works. It's brilliant. And Chelsea are into a final at Wembley. Will it be Liverpool? Will it be Fulham? We'll find that out tomorrow with the second leg of that game at Craven Cottage. But massive from Chelsea. This is the best performance I've seen from us this season. Yes, Middlesbrough were awful. I don't care. We've scored 6 goals in a football match and we're into a final. This is a massive night for us. The confidence we should take from this is absolutely unwavering. Brilliant stuff from Chelsea. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know the 6 things you learned from Chelsea 6. Middlesbrough 1. Subscribe if you are new and check out the Just a Couple G's channel. It's my girlfriend and I's joint channel. Basically, I'll finish up here by saying that we can't really upload on the old main channel anymore because the algorithm despises it because people never subscribe for that in the first place. So if you want the travel vlogs, there's a new channel, link down below. There's not even a banner on it yet, but the first video is out today. Come on, you Blues.